All right, one of the biggest questions I get online is, what gear do you use? So today I'm gonna tell you guys what's in my FPV backpack. Start off with, this is one of my favorite backpacks. It is not the most comfortable one if you're going far on hikes and if you put as much stuff in it as I do. It is not the most comfortable one. That is the only negative thing I will ever say about this backpack, because everything else is just amazing about this backpack. It's the Torvol. Check it out. I'll probably post a link in the description if you want to buy one. I am not affiliated with them in any ways. I did have one that it ripped somewhere here. Like first week, they sent me a brand new one. So great company. All right, let's start off with the drone. I have a Flow X V2. I will make a full video later on about these drones. Anyways, the drone can attach to the backpack on the back using these latches. Sometimes I have like 8 drones in this backpack and around it and hanging on the side. You can just do so much with these backpacks. So let's start putting that away. Second drone hanging on the back. Usually I got 2 5-inches, but on this shoot that I did, I needed one of each just to go test what we were gonna use for the shoot. Here's a Flow X Mini with a GoPro naked on the back, exposed, which you should not just let it hanging, but I did. Let's open the bag up. Main compartment. Ta-da. Let's open that up. And what have we got in here? Well, 2 goggles to start off with. First, the V2 and the V1. Why do I have 2? Because I'm at the moment testing which one I like the most. And I'm also doing a video about these antennas that I'm using. So let's not talk more about the goggles. Just know that I carry the DJI goggles. They are the best FPV goggles for what I do. What more have I got in here? Here is my transmitter case. I am using the Radio Master Boxer, which comes like this. Got Drone FPV Racer lanyard, because I always fly with a lanyard. I love them. Got my remote here with the, whatever this kind of protective casing is here. Have the Crossfire module on the back. That's customized all the way for me. Got the Hall gimbals on there. So that's my remote. Backup SD cards. Just a couple. These is usually where I put cards that I have used and that just need to be logged. What else have we got here? Start off with this one. This is the case with all my point of view cameras. So that's GoPros, Actions, whatever. So what have we got in here? Got a GoPro Mini 11. Usually I use this as very risky shots or hanging it, filming backwards on the drone. That's a pretty good thing to do if I need to carry 2 cameras. And also cool to just use for putting it somewhere if I need a shot or BTS for you guys on these videos that I do. Another GoPro 11 that has the GoPro Labs firmware on it with ND filters and everything going on there. Just a regular GoPro 11. A charger for the GoPro batteries. 2 batteries here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batteries. You can never have too much. Some of these are puffed and don't work that well, but it's better to have something than nothing. And then I got these 2 DJI action cameras as well that I also use for BTS. They're really good for that or for other shots. Got myself one of these QR codes to reset the naked GoPro cameras. Let's set this aside. ND filters for days. You can never have too many ND filters. So here you go. I use the camera butter. For me, they are the absolute best. I will never use again. Very disappointed. But anyways, camera butter, really good. I have the 4, the 8, the 16, the 32, and then I've got a couple of extra clear ones. Awesome to have. Then I've got these here as well that are, what are these? Are these Flywoo? These are for the naked GoPro, so I got a couple of those ND filters as well. Backup one of those right here, brand new backup. If you always have to have backup in FPV. And talking about backup, here's the screen for the other naked GoPro camera. And then you're saying, well, don't you have another naked GoPro backup? Yes, sir, I do. It's on this drone right here, the Nakex 2.5. This is one of my favorite drones. This one and this one. I've got lots of cinelifters and big, huge drones and Inspires and everything. These are my two absolute favorite drones. There will be a video about those coming out soon. Anyways, got that. And all this fits in this backpack. Oh my God. My other cards, these are the ones that have been formatted. They go next to the camera always. Got one of these to blow inside the filters or on the camera or motors or something if you need to blow some air. Funny story about this thing. Do you guys know what they call this in Brazil? They call this the Fuki Fuki. Love that name, so I also call this my little Fuki Fuki. Put the Fuki Fuki down here. And here is the worst toolbox ever. I'm so ashamed of this. Anyways, let me show you guys. Here it is. I don't even want to talk about these tools, but yeah, I have one good one. That's a small rig tool that does a little bit of everything. I'll show you guys what that looks like. And it's really handy, actually. It's got all the tools that I don't have with my other FPV regular stuff. So that solved a lot of problems. Actually, I managed to repair a car just using this once that wouldn't leave the place. And then just your regular, you know, align tools and screwdrivers. This for my soldering iron, which I will show you right in a bit. Some extra parts for the GoPro so I can mount them facing backwards. So let's put that back in here. Put that in here. And a USB-C to USB cable. And you will see I have a lot of, I've got a lot of cables in this bag as well. Then also my absolute favorite tool. This is the FX, I don't know, it's a cross like this. You can get a black one and a white one. The black one has the bigger screws and the white one has the smaller ones. And these are amazing for just getting your props out. Amazing. Love this tool. Thank you, FX, for making this. Everybody should own one of these. All right, anything else? Oh yeah, I printed my license as big as I could, because when you're flying and somebody comes up to you and goes, oh, you shouldn't be flying here, you're not allowed, you just, bam, there you go. I have a license to fly and authorizations. On the side of this bag, there's a little pouch here where I keep some screws as well. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the bag because there's lots of videos. Anyways, and I keep all inside here. I keep permits that I might be working with. So what have you got on the side pockets where you can hang a drone or stick a tripod here? I've done that a couple of times. Here are all my props, so all the propellers that I use. I'll keep those in there. Extra propellers are always good. Flip the bag around. What else have we got here? Here is where all the mess is. So a little bit more propellers. USB normal cable, USB-C to USB-C for the goggles, USB-C to iPhone, so I can show on my tablet. I'll show you guys in a bit. Cable for my soldering iron, bunch of screws, some more GoPro stuff, backup 3D printed parts or parts to put the GoPro, any other kind of mounted GoPro on these drones. Couple of more ND filter backups that I got here as well. One more box full of small electronic stuff and some solder, so I can solder stuff when it breaks. A backup lanyard, some backup antennas, you don't need to see those. And very importantly, this Velcro hasn't been opened in a long time. Well, where is it? Where are you? Thought I knew where it was. Anyways. Well, I seem to have lost my soldering iron. I'm glad I opened this thing up because now I noticed that my soldering iron is not here, which is not good. But anyways, take my word for it. I had a TS150 soldering iron. Another thing I forgot to show you guys was this little secret compartment where I hid this thing. Everybody should have an air tag or an eye tag, whatever tag that you can connect. Because somebody steals your bag, you can go find them. So I have this made a little hole here somewhere, and I'm not going to show you guys, and that's where I hide this thing so that if somebody steals it, oh yeah, and I did open it up and take off that little speakerphone, so if somebody steals it, they can't see that it's in there. What else have I got? In the front pouch, I've got one more. I got some alcohol pads. I got these straps for the batteries, and I also have one more printed license of my drone. so that I know if somebody bugs me, I have that, or if authorities need to see it. And last but not least, a tablet so that I can show the directors what I am seeing in my goggles, so they can see here. We can hook up the cameras here, see the footage, play back from the GoPro. Anyways, that's everything I got in my backpack. One more thing, I got a pouch for the LiPo batteries as well that I walk around with, but sometimes if I'm not traveling with too much stuff, and if I'm not carrying around two goggles, you know, these goggles right here take up a lot of space, I have space to put a couple of LiPos in there. So I'll put my LiPos. Anybody who doesn't know what LiPos is? It's the batteries. And now that I think about it, I found my soldering iron. Here it was. I forgot that I repacked that the other day because I was traveling. When you're traveling in airlines, they don't like tools, so you try to keep them as short as possible. And if you have this soldering iron and you have this in there, that looks like you could hurt somebody. So I take that off, divide it like that, and then you know that they're not gonna mess with you at the security check-in. That's my bag. I hope you guys liked it. If you want to know anything about what's in my bag, comment, and when I have time, I'll go in and try to reply to you guys. Hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna have to pack all this crap up again because tomorrow I want to go fly. See you guys. Bye.